Hey, so OhYoNameTaty back again with another video. In today's video, we will be doing the review to The Flash Season 6, Episode 7, one of the best episodes so far of the season. Let's get right into it. We still haven't dealt with Iris coming to grips with Barry's death. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we dealt with it a little bit in this episode, but I feel like Iris and Caitlin's feelings have always been on the back burner. Like, always. And it makes no sense to me in this moment, in this point, that Crisis is in 2 days and we have yet to had any standalone scenes between Barry and Iris intimate wise. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we got it in episode 2, but after that it was nothing. It was nothing after that. And when I mean intimate scenes, I don't mean sex scenes. When I mean intimate scenes, it means like what am I trying to say, Kiana? Like
close.
Like
spending quality.
Yeah, spending quality time together. And you could say like, oh, in episode 5, that was the point of episode 5 when they went off to 15 beaches in 24 hours, which I thought was stupid and a waste of time. Like, who wants to go to 15 beaches in 24? Like, I want to sit down. Like, whatever. Anyway, you could say that was their quality time, but we didn't get to see it, so it didn't happen. Moving on, over it. And I see a lot on Twitter that people aren't really feeling the Allegra character. I have to be honest, I think she's cool, whatever. I think she's in the same boat with Camilla. Like, we don't know her, she's new. Like, who is this woman? Harpo, who is this woman? We don't know her. But, you know, it's cool. She's cool, whatever. What I would have liked, because I feel like her character is there to make the storyline make sense. That's how I feel. Because in order for her character to move along in this storyline that's rapidly happening so fast, she needs to know more. So I feel like they're making her aware of things that if this was in a different season, if this was in an earlier season, she probably wouldn't find out until like mid-season. You know what I'm saying? So Allegra, I feel like her story should have been the build-up to Iris's journalistic legacy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Allegra's storyline should boost Iris up as a journalist. Like, her whole story with her cousin and everything. And I feel like, yeah, it would have been cool if she found out that Barry was the Flash when she found out. It's cool. But I didn't expect her to bring it up so soon. Like, I wanted her to investigate it on her own and see if it was true and see something and like slip up and see something she wasn't supposed to see, you know, like Iris talking to the Flash and saying stuff she ain't supposed to say, like talking about home stuff like, oh, did you forget to get the tissue or something like that? You know, like, I just wish that it was a better build up than what it was. Like, she found out episode 6, I believe, and then she confronted Iris episode 7. Like, that just, but I feel like the reason why they did that is because it needs to make sense in the storyline. Iris needs to write that article. She needs the push to write that article. Allegra is that push. There, the end. I just want to see people, I just want to see people do great, okay? I just want to see people do great, and they're not. Okay! Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, girl. Don't do it. Whatever. Okay, so now I'm about to watch the scene with Nora, Speed Force Nora, and Barry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now, this part was like, oh my God. This part was so amazing to me. And it's funny too. I mean, not funny, I'm sorry. But it's crazy to me that Barry's like priorities have changed when it comes to what he wants out of life. Like, he has totally grieved his mother and father, where he doesn't really want to experience, I guess after Flashpoint, he doesn't want to go back to one of his mother and father back. I'm pretty sure if he had the chance, he would get them back. But his priorities have changed. Like, he just wants a happy life with Iris and his children, you know? And the Speed Force is not allowing him to do that. And I know that the Speed Force loves Barry. Like, Barry is the Speed Force's golden child, okay? But I didn't know that the Speed Force knew, but that's stupid on my part because the Speed Force knows everything. Oh my God, he stabbed her. Wait, back to what I was gonna say, but the crazy thing about this part is the Speed Force feels no pain. So I feel like they were trying to show him something so he could snap out of it, because the Speed Force, Barry, you ain't doing nothing to the Speed Force, baby. So I feel like they were trying to reenact this moment to show what he'll become if he chooses to go over with blood work. But as I was saying, yeah, Barry's priorities definitely have changed from him wanting his mother and father back to just wanting children with Iris. And I didn't know that the Speed Force knew that Barry was going to die in order to save the world. And how long have they known this? Have they known this since he became the Flash? Like, when was you gonna tell us, girl? Like, and maybe that's why they favor Barry so much over any other speedster, because he's ultimately gonna save the world, honey. All you gotta say is Iris' name, and he like, all right, what you want me to do? What you want me to do, girl? And a lot of people were saying, like, Barry did not choose to go with blood work. He was forced to it, but that's actually a lie. He could have chose in this moment. He chose to go on blood work side. He chose it because he wanted to live. That's the thing that I did not pay attention to. I had to watch it a second time, and because the Speed Force kept saying, you have to choose it, you have to choose it. And then I was thinking, because of the hold that Ramsey had on Barry, that he forced him into it. But no, he chose it. That slime mother, he chose it. And look at him waking up like, hey, how y'all doing? Like, no, Barry, no. I don't care about this scene. So Iris, she writes the article, and it is like the saddest thing I've ever seen. Like, our man is leaving us. And while it's the saddest thing I've ever seen, I'm kind of upset at the fact that Iris had to have a push in order to write it. You see what I'm saying? Because we've been looking at that article since season 1. Well, this is a different article. This is like the farewell, like, one. But we've been looking at a similar article since season 1. And hell, girl, like, I feel like Iris didn't have any reassurance from episode 2 to 7 so far when it comes to Barry and Iris' relationship. And I get it, like, the show is not just about West Allen, blah, 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 but it is a big part of Barry's life. And when you're not showing a big part of Barry's life, it kind of discredits, well, at least in my opinion, it kind of like makes the show not worthwhile, you know, to me. That's my opinion.
That's my opinion!
And I don't know, like, I'm kind of upset writing wise that she needed a push in order to write the article. I'm kind of upset writing wise that everybody seemed to keep reminding her that Barry was dying, but yet she had no emotion to it. Like, Ralph reminded her, Cisco reminded her, I think Joe reminded her as well, and yet it was like, okay, my husband's dying, but I have to go check a case. I have to go write this article. I have to build my business. Like, and it just kind of does Iris' character a disservice, in my opinion.
How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion!
And I don't like it at all. And, like, what's the point? I feel like, what's the point of giving us this post-crisis if you're not gonna do Iris' character justice before it when it comes to the crisis? Like, I get it, she's probably gonna be heavily in the crisis. They're probably gonna have a couple of talks with just the two of them, but I would have loved to see Iris' journey in those, from episode 2 to 7 of how she's dealing with Barry vanishing after just dealing with her daughter vanishing. So that's just how I feel about it. But yeah, I'm not gonna watch the scene again because I've commentated on it too many times. But the scene where Iris and Barry are talking or whatever, and it just reminded me of the clip of Kiki Palmer I'm playing right here.
I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man.
It just reminded me of that girl, and I was just like, Barry. I don't know who this is. I mean, it's not Barry, but it is Barry. I don't really understand it. Maybe like blood work just controlling him. So I don't think cause I don't know how the controlling aspect of Bloodwork's powers works. But whoever is taking over the mic for Barry ain't doing a good job, because she figured it out in like 0.5 seconds that was not her man. As soon as she walked up on him and did like this, you knew that she knew that was not her man. If you watch this clip back, watch the clip back. As soon as she walked up on him and like, I believe she said like, how are you okay? And so he was like, I'm fine. And he just looked at her and smiled. And she was like, what's a woman do? And she started laughing and ain't nothing funny. Oh, she knows. She knows. But yeah, honestly, guys, this episode was a good 9 out of 10. And you know I never give anything higher than an 8. So you know this episode was really good. I believe this episode, standalone, was great. It goes up there with season 4, episodes 15, Enter Flash Time. It was directed great. I think the writing was great. I think everybody held their own. I thought Grant was amazing. I thought the actor who played Ramsey is amazing, Nora as well. It was just a great episode, and I hope part 2 is great as well. But yeah, this is the last installment of the Flash Givings week. Okay, you guys got a part 1 to the Flash Givings. Part 2 will be the Christmas one. And I hope you guys enjoyed this week of videos that I have been posting. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and